Yeah, Salakia, my phone, I had to clear some space on it real quick because the video just stopped on me, so I ran out of space. But this it was Daniel 9 and 12. I'll be having dyslexia with these numbers sometimes, but Daniel's 9 and 12, and it says, "And he have confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem." For under the whole heaven, so just how they try to say about the Holocaust and all these different things, that took place within America. And for one, the Holocaust wasn't true, you know that they inflated the numbers, saying that there was 6 million when there was only around, like, roughly around, I believe, like 500 to 600,000 of them so-called over there. Pastor Gabar brought it out how a lot of them had typhus fever, and how a lot of them were faggots, and showing the bands and stuff that they had on them, man. They were being marked, man. You know, so there's no other genocide been done to a people as have been done to us, man. Hundreds of millions of Israelites, man. Hundreds of millions of us. Starting from you can mention just hardcore slavery, but starting from the dark ages, man, all the way until now, and we still constantly seeing it today, man. You know, Jake constantly being shot down. I seen something the other day where a Jake, he fell asleep in the car, and he had a gun on his lap, but he's over there in I believe, yeah, it was California, I believe. He was sleeping in his car, and you had all the officers surrounding him, and the officer signaled to the other officer. He said, "I'm gonna tap on the window." He said, "I'm gonna tap on the window." He said, and if he reaches for it, you know what I mean, then he just gave him like the go ahead, the nod. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, if somebody's sleeping and you just wake them up, how would they? You don't know how they gonna react. They just waking up. So of course, if you got something on your lap, you might just go to touch your lap just because you just waking up. So they ain't even giving Jake a chance out here, man. You know? So he said just if he reached for it, just to, what I mean, empty out. And they killed that man, with 20 some odd shots from 6 different officers, man. You know? So these are the type of things that happen to our people. But if this was an Edomite that this happened to, he would have still been alive, man. It wouldn't have been a problem whatsoever. Okay? So you can't tell me that Israel haven't gone through the most under all heaven, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Period. And we're greatly polluted mentally, just with Esau and him allowing us to believe, that we have some actual hope here, man. This is Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that they walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So our people have overall added a covering, but not of the Lord's Spirit. What's that covering? That covering is Christianity. That covering is being into Islam. That covering is whatever philosophies that they believe based upon America spreading lies. And all the misinformation, that's out there throughout these various books that can be read. The strength of Pharaoh is the so-called white man. The strength of the shadow of Egypt, that's America. And that's a big part of that. I'm going to go back to that. A big part of that is, right, the covering cast. It's Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all the people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And that covering cast is the false names that he placed upon us, man. So-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Negroes, so-called this, so-called that, so-called Hispanics. That's the covering cast. So that's a big part of the covering, man. That's originally what he had to do to cover up the basis to know who we truly are. Because if you cover up a person's identity, then hey, they're not going to search for anything else. You allow people to think that they this, they're not going to think anything else. You know, and then you hide all of the research. You know, you try to mask it as best as your ability. So how can people truly get back? But the Lord allowed us, you know, through His grace and through His mercy, that, you know, certain records in them, allowing their tongue to fall upon themselves, so that we can actually get back, and we're coming back in full strength, man. You know. So what has been our confusion and that shame is us truly as a people, you know, not us of the hopeful elect, but us as a people believing that we're here to be free, that we actually have the same liberty and opportunities as the so-called white man in these other nations, when they conspired in general to bring us down and to keep us down, man, you know? So, you know, with that, you know, I just hope this segment was edifying, you know, and showing, you know, constantly that this place is not our rest, and how, you know, everything truly ain't what it seems to be, you know. And 2/3, you know, you need to realize this, you know, our people in general, or whoever may come across, you know, brothers' videos, you need to realize this, man. Period. So with that, you know, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Makakwadash, the Bawanas, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like out there doing this work of faith, labor with love and true sincerity. Shalom.